MedTech World from the MedTech Conference by AdvaMed, and I have the pleasure to be with Christian Espinosa. He is representing BlueGoat Cyber. And I want to start, Christian, welcome again, of course.
Yeah, it's great to be here again. Always great to talk to you.
We just had the opportunity to be with you in Singapore, now in US. And I want to ask you, how do you see the ecosystem changing, completely different ecosystems? How do you see US in contrast with the Asian market?
I think the US market is a little more mature than the Asia market, and that's one of the reasons we're going to Asia, because I see the Asian market starting to expand. From a cybersecurity perspective, they're both very equal. Usually if something's approved or cleared by the FDA in the United States, the Asian markets will accept that, or at least give credit for it. But it's still I guess the Asian market is still its infancy a little bit compared to the US and the European market. And again, that's why we were in Singapore at your event there as well.
Indeed. Many companies, technologies, ideas growing in this space. But the question I have is, do you think companies are thinking cybersecurity from an early stage? How seriously are they taking this into their strategies?
I think more and more companies are starting to think about it because they've seen a lot of other companies, their submissions delayed and other problems with it. And really cybersecurity should be done from design to disposal, I like to say, so from the very beginning. That is also a requirement with the regulatory bodies to do what's called a secure product development framework. So that makes sure that cybersecurity is designed into the product like early on, rather than what most people do, try to bolt it on at the end because they forgot about it and somebody said, what did you do about cybersecurity? Like, oh no, we forgot about it. So that is less secure than obviously designing the product, cybersecurity in the product, and it's more costly if you wait to the very end because you have to do a lot of redesign, rework, ask investors for more funding and things like that.
Indeed. And AI is indeed one of the most famous technologies that we are getting to know more and more every day. How is AI and data making bridges with cybersecurity?
Well, I think there's a couple of challenges with AI. I think AI is good for diagnostics in MedTech, so for image enhancement and things like that, as long as a physician is still involved, a human being is involved. We have seen some cases where AI has been used in a therapeutic manner, such as therapy for somebody with mental illness. One example that comes to mind is there is an AI chatbot that you can chat with about your mental health. There's a suicidal patient that was chatting and interacting with this AI-enabled wellness application, and after a couple months, the AI-enabled wellness application told the patient to go ahead and kill themselves, and the patient killed themselves. So now that company is being sued. So I think from a cybersecurity perspective as well as just an AI maturity perspective, I think we're a little bit early on implementing AI as fast as we're trying to do it. I think we need to put the brakes on a little bit and really understand the impact better and what happens when AI gets it wrong, such as that mental health app, and really have some more regulations and control around it. So I think like I said, I think we're moving a little bit too fast.
What are the most common, let's say, mistakes that companies have when they approach you in different stages?
The most common mistake is assuming they don't need cybersecurity. A lot of organizations will approach us and say we have this device and it has a USB port, but it doesn't connect to the internet. Where the reality is I can plug a wireless adapter or something into that USB port to make the device connect to the internet. So the mistake is early on, you need to ask yourself, is my device a cyber device? Which means it has software and any type of connectivity. And that includes a port, such as even an HDMI port or a USB port, because that makes it accessible to some sort of attack method.
MedTech World is exploring the US market, and I want to hear your perspective in terms of innovation. How do you see innovation in US?
I think innovation in the US is going really well. I mean, worldwide it's going well, but in the US we see a lot of awesome innovations, products that come to us to help with cybersecurity, and these are things that are brand new that other people have never even heard of, like they're having to go through what's called a PMA or de novo classification because it's a brand new technology that there's nothing like it on the market. And that's very exciting, like things like an implantable glucose monitor that is lifetime available, for instance. You don't have to like replace it, there's no consumables, and it wirelessly charges itself. So that's like pretty amazing. You can have something last a lifetime versus have to constantly swap something out. So we get to work with these innovations. It's very rewarding, helping that manufacturer bring this product to market as well.
And to finish our conversation, top 3 trends that you see in San Diego.
The top 3 what?
Top 3 trends that you've seen in between medical devices, technologies overall in San Diego.
I think the top 3 trends, one is AI. A lot of people are trying to figure out how to leverage AI with their device, and often they're using AI when it's really not necessary. I think they use it as a way to get funding because a lot of investors, if they see AI-enabled technology, will invest in that. So I would say that's one of the trends. I would say another one is finding the right partners in the ecosystem. I noticed a lot of manufacturers have been struggling finding the right partners, and they're starting to realize that I need to find the right manufacturing group. I need to find the right company to help me with clinical trials. I need to find the right company to help me with cybersecurity as well. So I think the awareness of what you need to do has been increased a little bit. And then I would say the third trend is from a regulatory perspective. With cybersecurity, the guidance was just finalized by the FDA in June of 2025, so not too long ago. So it's still catching people off guard, but the awareness is increasing because when you're trying to do a submission now, the regulatory affairs person understands all the cybersecurity requirements, so at least they know what needs to be done, so that then they start reaching out to us. So I would say those are the top 3.
Well, thank you very much, Christian, for your insights, and see you very soon in MedTech Malta 2025.
Will do. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.